अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Tomorrow we are going to organize an international marathon on the occasion of the accession anniversary of Dadi Prakash Maniji. I think you will not be able to use your four-wheelers or two-wheelers from 5 a.m. till 8:30 a.m. So all are requested not to go to Mount Abu during this time. Thank you. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Today, Baba is teaching us he is teaching us to have the love with the imperishable Father. If we have love with the perishable things, that is with the body or something which is for a short period, Baba says, when the perishable things start becoming extinct or gets finished off, then we cry. Baba reminds us that this is the time for us to go into a world which is full of happiness. So Baba draws our attention to having love for the imperishable things. That is, it's a time to have love for the imperishable soul or the imperishable Father. Let's listen to Baba's Murli. And today's date is 17th August 2024. These are the valuable portions. The essence of the Murli is, sweet children, don't have love for the perishable bodies, but have for the imperishable Father, and you will be liberated from crying. Today's question: what is unrighteous love and what are its consequences? attachment to the perishable bodies is to have unrighteous love. Those who have attachment to the perishable things, they cry. Baba says when there is body consciousness, the soul feels like crying. In the golden age, all are soul conscious, and there is therefore no question of crying. Those who cry, they end up losing everything. The imperishable children of the imperishable Father now receive these teachings. We receive these teachings. Now become soul conscious and you will be liberated from crying. Om Shanti. You children know that souls are imperishable and that the Father is also imperishable. So whom should you love? Imperishable souls. It's only the imperishable ones that should be loved. One shouldn't love the perishable bodies. Baba says the whole world is perishable. Everything is perishable. This body is also perishable. Whereas the soul is imperishable. Love for a soul is imperishable because the soul never dies. This is said to be righteous. The Father says, you have become unrighteous. In fact, the imperishable ones should have love for the imperishable one. That is, souls should have love for the imperishable Father. If you have love for the perishable bodies, and this is why you end up crying, because you don't have the love for the imperishable souls. So Baba says when you have love for the perishable things, you have to cry. You now have to consider yourselves to be imperishable souls. That is why the question of crying ends up there. Because you know you are soul conscious. So the Father is now making you children soul conscious. By being body conscious, you end up crying. You cry over the perishable bodies. Father says, consider yourselves to be souls. So you are imperishable souls. So Baba says you are the imperishable children of the one Father. That is why you need not cry. The soul just shuts one body and takes another. This is a play. So Baba says, why do you have an attachment to a body? Break your intellect's yoga away from your body and all its relationships and consider yourself to be an imperishable soul. Because souls never die. It's also remembered that those who cry, they lose out everything. By becoming soul conscious, you will become worthy. So the Father comes and makes you soul conscious from body conscious. Because Baba says, how is it that you have forgotten everything? You have had to cry for birth after birth, and you are now being given teachings to become soul conscious once again. Then you will never cry. This is a world of tears, whereas that is a world of laughter. This is a world of sorrow, whereas that is the world of happiness. The Father gives you teachings in a very nice way. The imperishable children of the imperishable Father are receiving teachings at this time. Those people, they are body conscious and they give teachings while only looking at bodies. People cry when they remember a body. They even see that that body has been destroyed. So Baba says, what would be the benefit of remembering it? Would you remember ashes? The imperishable thing went and took another body. That is, the soul goes and takes another costume. You children know that those who perform good actions also receive good bodies. Some receive badly diseased bodies. Baba says everything is just according to the karma. It isn't that if they have performed good actions, they would just go up above. So Baba says they would receive a very good birth, but still they have to come down. You children know how do we ascend. So Baba says, though they receive the temporary happiness, still they have to come down the ladder. They have a very good name, whereas people here can't even distinguish between good and bad actions. Those who have occult powers, they are given so much regard. People just go crazy, chasing after them. All of that is ignorance. For instance, someone makes donations and performs charity indirectly or builds a dharmashala or a hospital, so he would surely receive the return that in his next birth. They would definitely receive the in their next birth. Everyone remembers the father. Of course, they would defeat the father. Of course, they take the father's name. Because of being ignorant, they don't know anything. They remember God and they worship Rudra because they consider Rudra to be God, and they create the sacrificial fire of Rudra and they worship either Shiva or Rudra. Baba says, by being ignorant, what and all things you do and what and all things you make. Baba says, people have many gurus. The new leaves and twigs of the tree start emerging. That adds beauty to the tree. Because of being Satoguni, that is why there is a lot of grace. Baba says, Baba says this is a world of those who have love for the perishable things. Some have so much love that it's as though they go crazy out of attachment. Even important businessmen, they go crazy out of attachment because women don't have this knowledge. When they become widows, they cry so much in remembrance of those perishable bodies. You now consider yourselves to be souls and you look at others as souls, so there isn't the slightest soul. A study is said to be the source of income. There is also an aim and objective in studying. However, that is for one birth. They receive a salary from the government for one birth. They study and then do business. Only then do they receive money. Here it's something new. Baba says human beings, they just take care of the animals. Baba says there is no value for human beings. Race horses are being taken care very well. Just look at the condition of the human beings in today's world. Baba gives us an example. They look after dogs with so much love. They even let them sleep with themselves. Just look how much they love animals. Just look at the world. Baba says this business doesn't exist in the golden age. I am establishing heaven, so Maya also shows you her heaven. She tempts you. Baba says when Baba is establishing heaven, Maya will definitely show her splendor. She just gives you the temptation. So Baba says there is so much artificial wealth. They believe that they are sitting in heaven here. There aren't such tall buildings of 100 stories in heaven. Look how they decorate the buildings. There aren't even two-story buildings there. There are very few people there. What would you do with so much land? Here, people fight and quarrel so much over land. Baba says people just quarrel among themselves for that piece of land, whereas the entire land belongs to you in the golden age. There is a lot of difference. That is the difference of day and night. Baba says he is a worldly father, whereas Baba is the Parlokik father. Baba says Parlokik father gives us everything. You have been performing devotion for half a cycle, and Baba says along with souls. And it definitely repeats in an identical way. Then the knowledge just gets disappeared. It disappears.
जब तक संगम युग नहीं आया है तब तक
How could there be this knowledge of Gita until and unless the Sangam Yuga? until and unless this conference age
अर्थ है
comes.
वो भक्ति मार्ग के शास्त्र हैं।
All the scriptures that exist are the scriptures of the path of listening to the knowledge at this time. I am the sea, the ocean of knowledge. To do anything, not even to fall at my feet.
कुछ भी करने नहीं देता, पाँव भी पड़ने नहीं देता। पाँव किसका पड़ेंगे?
Baba is asking, whose fall would you fall at? Because Shiv Baba doesn't have a feet.
ये तो ब्रह्मा के पाँव पड़
That would be falling at the feet of Brahma Baba. Because Shiv Baba doesn't have feet.
मेरे को पड़ेंगे तो ब्रह्मा को पड़ना हो जाएगा। मैं तो तुम्हारा गुलाम हूँ।
Baba says, Baba is so humble that he says that he is our slave.
कहते हैं निराकार
He is said to be incorporeal and egoless. However,
सो भी जब वह
it's only when he comes here to act he is said to be egoless.
बाबा तो
The Father gives you a lot of this knowledge.
ज्ञान देते हैं। ये है
This is the donation of the imperishable jewels of knowledge.
फिर
It's then up to you as how much you take.
अविनाशी ज्ञान
Continue to take the imperishable jewels of knowledge and so donate them to others.
को दान देते जाओ। इन रत्नों के लिए ही कहा जाता है एक एक रत्न
Each jewel is worth hundreds of thousands.
कदम कदम पर
It's only the one Father who gives you multi-millions at every step.
एक ही बाबा है। सर्विस
Baba says you need to pay a lot of attention to doing service,
तुम्हारा
and your steps are of the pilgrimage of remembrance. You become immortal through that,
अमर बन जाता
and there is no fear of dying. So Baba says we become immortal through the pilgrimage of remembrance.
वहाँ मरने आदि का फिक्र होता नहीं।
There is no fear of dying there because the souls have the knowledge that the souls just shed one body and they take another one.
राजा की कहानी भी सुनी होगी।
Everyone would have heard the story of the king who was complete conqueror of the attachment. Here the Father sits and explains to you, Baba is making you in such a way.
अभी की ही बातें हैं।
So Baba says all the things which take place on the path of knowledge, they become a memorial on the path of devotion, and all the stories would be created based on that. This is the time where we celebrate Raksha Bandhan. So Baba says this is a memorial of this time.
भगवान ने कहा कि पवित्र बन
That is the time when God said that become pure.
ये मनुष्य को क्या पता कि नई
Whereas human beings don't even know that.
पुरानी दुनिया कब होती है।
When does the world become old? When does it become new?
पता नहीं।
No one knows about this.
इतना कहते हैं
Baba says
कि अभी कलयुग है।
they definitely say that it is now the iron age. They say that it was the golden age and it's not that now. They also believe in rebirth.
मानते हैं
They speak of 8.4 million births.
80 लाख
So that definitely, which means rebirth.
तो जरूर पुनर्जन्म हुआ था। निराकार बाप को सब याद करते हैं।
Everyone remembers that incorporeal Father
वह है सब आत्माओं का बाप।
because He is the Father of all souls
वही आकर समझाता है।
and He is the one who comes and explains to us.
देहधारी बापू तो बहुत
So Baba says
जानवर भी
There are many physical fathers. Even animals are the fathers of their
उनके
children.
लिए तो ऐसा नहीं कहेंगे कि जानवरों का बाप।
Whereas we would not say that
सतयुग में
one is the
कोई
father of
कुछ
animals.
कीचड़
In the golden age, there is no rubbish. As
जैसा
are human beings,
मनुष्य
so would be
का
their furniture.
फर्नीचर होता है।
Their even birds are first class and beautiful,
पंछी आदि भी फर्स्ट क्लास
and everything there is very good.
सब होते हैं।
And the fruit there is so sweet and large.
सब अच्छी अच्छी चीजें होती हैं।
Where does all of that go?
कितना स्वीट और बड़े होते हैं। फिर वह
That sweetness is removed and there is bitterness instead.
सतयुग की सुंदरता
Baba says that natural beauty, the beauty of the nature, where did it go?
स्वीट से निकल कड़वाहट आ जाती है।
It has moved from the stage of sweetness to the stage of bitterness.
क्लास बनते हैं तो चीजें भी थर्ड क्लास बन जाती हैं।
Baba says when the souls become third class, of course they deserve third class.
क्लास बनता है तो फिर उसको प्रकृति पशु
Everything else would also be of third class.
वो भी थर्ड क्लास बन जाते हैं। सतयुग है फर्स्ट क्लास।
Baba says the golden age is the first class, so everything you receive there is also first class.
कलयुग
In the iron age, everything is third class.
सब
So Baba says everything just goes through the stages of Sato, Rajo, Tamo.
यहाँ
There is no pleasure here.
नहीं है। हमारे पीछे पीछे सब कुछ थर्ड क्लास बन जाता है।
So Baba says as the souls start degrading, there would not be any pleasure because souls are Tamo Pradhan and the bodies are also Tamo Pradhan.
अभी तो बच्चों को ज्ञान है
Whereas you children have this knowledge at this time that
सतयुग और कहाँ ये कलयुग रात दिन
about there is a difference of day and night between the golden age and the iron age.
बातों को कितना ऊंच बनाते हैं।
Baba makes you highest on high.
जितना याद करेंगे
To the extent you remember the Father, you receive health, wealth, happiness.
बाकी क्या है।
What else is required?
दोनों चीजों से एक नहीं होगी।
If we don't have either wealth or health, then we will not be happy.
हेल्थ है
We need to have,
हैप्पीनेस।
we should have both health and wealth in order to remain happy.
वेल्थ नहीं
For instance, if someone is healthy and doesn't have a wealth, then they will not be happy.
ऐसा गायन है।
It is said that give that sense to the one who is physically strong.
वैसा है लाड प्राणायाम
It's it's also said that
गायक
there is a phrase and it's a place in Sindh.
लाड प्राणायाम वगैरह अभी भी है।
That place's name is Ladkhana.
बच्चे समझते हैं
You children understand that
सोने की चिड़िया था।
Bharat was the golden sparrow. Where is that gold now?
सोना तो सारी दुनिया में बढ़ गया।
Baba says the mines of the gold just got scattered.
सब गया।
The gold, silver, copper, everything has gone, and now there is nothing but paper.
कागज पानी में बह
Where would you get money from if paper were to flow away in the water?
कागज तो पानी में
Baba says
सोना
paper just gets dissolved in the water, whereas the gold is very heavy.
माइन
and it would just remain there where it is.
आग भी सोने को जला नहीं सके
Baba says gold would remain
तो यहाँ
in the same
सब
place where it is. Even the fire
की
cannot
बातें
burn gold. So here everything causes sorrow.
कागज ही कागज है तो बह जाएगा पिघल
So
जाएगा
Baba says the paper currency notes, they just get dissolved in the
वहाँ ये
water.
सब बातें होती नहीं
You don't find these things
यहाँ
there.
इस समय अपार दुख है
Baba says there is a lot of sorrow at this time.
आते ही तब है जब अपार
And Baba also comes at that time when there is limitless sorrow, and tomorrow you will have limitless happiness.
बाबा तो कल्प कल्प आकर पढ़ाते हैं ये कोई
Baba
नई
comes and
बात
teaches you every cycle. This is not something new. You should remain happy. You should have nothing but happiness.
खुशी ही खुशी
Baba says this is the state of the final period where we will have unlimited happiness. Ask the gopis and gopis about the supersensuous joy. At the end, you will understand everything very well.
अच्छी रीति
Only the Father tells you what the real peace is.
रियल शांति किसे कहा जाता है
Only the Father tells what does the real peace mean.
तो बाप
You claim the inheritance of peace from the Father. Everyone remembers Him. The Father is the ocean of peace. The Father explains.
बाप समझाते हैं मेरे
The Father explains.
आप कौन सकते हैं
Who can go and meet the Father?
फलाना फलाना धर्म फलाने समय पर आते हैं
Baba says all the religions come at their respective time. They cannot come in the golden age. All the saints and scholars, sannyasis, can be found in many number, and people have a lot of praise for them. Baba says since they remain pure, that is why they deserve that praise and respect.
नए उतरे
Because they are the new ones who have come from up above.
इतनी महिमा हो
You wouldn't praise the old souls.
भी तो कथाकारों की महिमा है
So Baba says there is a praise of
इतनी नहीं
the scholars, not the saints.
भोग कर तमो प्रधान
They experience that happiness. Baba says every soul has to pass through the stage of that Sato Rajo Tamo.
निकलते जाते हैं इस
So we can find many various types of gurus at this time, but no one knows about this unlimited human tree. Baba explains.
भक्ति की सामग्री इतनी है
There is so much expansion of the devotion according
ज्ञान
to the expansion of the tree or growth of the tree. Whereas the seed of the knowledge is very small,
करने
Baba says it takes a half of the cycle
एक
for the devotion, whereas this small birth is meant for the knowledge, because this is the time we receive the knowledge and we become the master of the world for half a cycle.
भक्ति बंद हो जाती है
Then the devotion comes to an end and the day comes.
अभी तो सदा काल के लिए हर्षित बनते हैं
We become happy for
इसको
all the time, and this is called.
अविनाशी लॉटरी
Baba says this is the time you receive
ये
the lottery. This is the imperishable lottery of the God that we receive at this time, and this is the time where we need to make a lot of effort.
सूरी लॉटरी में कितना
Baba says there is so much difference between the godly lottery and the devilish lottery. Acha,
मीठे मीठे
To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, father, and Bap Dada.
बाप दादा का प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग
The spiritual father says to the spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning to the
बाप दादा को
mother, father, and Bap Dada, and namaste to the mother, father, and Bap Dada.
नमस्ते
The essence for dharana.
मुरली से धारणा के लिए मुख्य सार
The essence for dharana, the first one.
पहला पॉइंट
You earn multi-millions in every step of remembrance.
के हर कदमों में
It's by doing this you attain an immortal status.
इससे ही अमर पद प्राप्त कर
So Baba says we earn multi-millions in every step of remembrance, and that enables us attain that immortal status. Donate the imperishable jewels of this knowledge that you receive at this time from the Father.
जो बाप से मिलते हैं उनका दान करना है दूसरी
Second one, be soul conscious and experience limitless happiness.
अभिमानीपन अपार खुशी का अनुभव करना है
This is the time to become soul conscious, and then only you will be able to experience that happiness. Remove your attachment from bodies and remain constantly cheerful.
सदा हर्षित रहना है मोह जीत बनना है
Become a conqueror of attachment.
आज का प्यारे बाप दादा का वरदान हर घड़ी को
Today's blessing. May you be a special soul and constantly stay in spiritual pleasure by considering every moment to be your final moment.
सदा रूहानी मौज में रहे
May you be a special soul and constantly stay in spiritual pleasure by considering every moment to be the final one. The confluence age is the age to stay in spiritual pleasure,
रहने का युग
and so
इसलिए
you must continue to experience spiritual pleasure at every moment.
अनुभव करते कभी किसी
Never become confused about any situation or test, because
परीक्षा में मुंझना नहीं
this is the time of untimely death.
क्योंकि ये समय अकाले मृत्यु का
So if instead of being in pleasure
थोड़ा
you become confused for even a short time, and that happens to be your final moment, what would be your final moment then?
और उसी समय अंतिम घड़ी आ जाए तो अंतमति गति क्या इसलिए
And this is why you are taught the lesson of being ever ready.
पढ़ाया जाता है
So Baba says any second can be deceptive. So you must consider yourself to be a special soul. Create every thought, speak every word, and perform every act while constantly staying in that spiritual pleasure.
हर संकल्प बोल और कर्म करो और सदा रूहानी मौज में रहो स्लोगन है
Slogan: in order to become unshakable,
अचल बनना
finish anything that is wasteful or impure.
तो व्यर्थ और अशुद्ध को समाप्त करो. अव्यक्त इशारा है.
Today's Abhyakt signal.
70वीं पॉइंट. सदा विजयी रहने के लिए
In order to gain victory, always you need to be under the canopy of the protection of remembrance.
जो सदा छत्र
Those who are under the canopy,
वे सर्व प्रकार की माया
they remain safe from the obstacles of Maya.
रहते हैं. उन पर किसी भी प्रकार से माया की छाया
Maya.
पड़ नहीं सकती.
So Baba says, in any case, there will not be any trace of the shadow of Maya over such souls. These five vices, instead of becoming our enemies,
सेवाधारी
they become our servers. So Baba says that the remembrance plays a very important role here, just as it is shown in the image of
की
Vishnu that
शैया और
it is that
छत्र छाया.
Vishnu is taking rest, and these vices have become the canopy of protection, and this is a sign of the victory. Om Shanti. All are requested to remain seated because Brother Lalit would like to meet all of you. All the residents of BK Colony and the trauma hospital who have not received the godly gift on the occasion of the accession anniversary, they are requested to visit hall number 88 for the same. We have respected Sister Savita who is going to visit Europe for the godly service. BK Brother Chandravan from he is in this Gyan for a period of 50 years, and he has been a professor and used to stay in the hostel, and he has contributed a lot in the education wing. He has, I think he left his mortal coil. Let's pay our good wishes and respect to that soul for his onward journey, and let's listen to the service news from the Brother Lalit.
आप सभी की
Om Shanti.
से पहली बार जो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स कंपनी सेक्रेटरीज
With the support of your good wishes and cooperation, the first conference of the Chartered Accountants and ICWA
इसमें करीब
and all the cost accountants conference went
आए हैं.
very successful.
या तो बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज में
All the professionals,
डायरेक्टर्स हैं या
all the chief financial officers, and those who are in the very eminent professions from different organizations, they have come to this conference and they have taken the immense benefit. And they are also attending all the seminars and the conferences and the sessions, and we had 100% attendance of them in the hall.
विशेष प्रयास किया गया था.
This is the special effort which we had, and that's very well. And the cultural program which was organized last night in the Global Auditorium,
म्यूजिशियन और
we had
मिस्त्री
we had an international magician whose name is Don Mystery.
की भी जगह नहीं थी.
Because we didn't have sufficient place, it was too crowded.
आज निर्णय लिया गया कि
So today we have taken a decision that today's
लहरिया
cultural program,
नव्य स्टेज पर रखें.
that would be in the Diamond Halls,
यज्ञ की भव्यता का और
so that they would witness the grandeur of the stage.
रात्रि 8 बजे आप सभी के लिए शांतिवन निवासी हैं, सेवादारी
So
कार्यकर्ता
I
हैं,
request everybody, whether
हॉस्पिटल
you
वाले
are the resident of this
परिवार में
campus
आपके
or those who have
रहने
come
का
to
इंतजाम
participate in the
किया गया
international
है।
marathon,
हॉल में
all of you are
प्रोग्राम
requested
रखा गया है और 8 बजे
to
शुरू हो जाएगा।
be in the Diamond Hall for this program which starts at 8 a.m. So all are requested to just grace that occasion. Now we have Sister Savita, who is going to Europe. We have respected Geeta Didiji, who is going to give Tilak, and wishing her the best in her godly service. It's a great moment that we have such souls going abroad, and also we wish her all the best. And let's listen to her. Let's listen to her. Om Shanti and good morning. I wholeheartedly thank Baba and Brahma Baba and all the Dadis and Didis, and in particular Jayanti Didi ji and Sudesh Didi ji, where there is a summit which goes in Switzerland. We have multiple programs when we do a lot of tapasya and we take a lot of sustenance from all the senior Didis, and it's a time to give the return of this sustenance and to sustain the global family.
और अभी हम प्रातःचंद्रवन वदन चोक्षी भाई के लिए 2 मिनट योग।
Let's meditate for 2 minutes to send our vibrations to the brother Chandrayan. Thank you. Om Shanti.
ईश्वरी रॉयल्टी और रूहानी पर्सनैलिटी दोनों का आपस में कनेक्शन है। पर्सनैलिटी से रॉयल्टी है और रॉयल्टी है तो ऑटोमेटिकली पर्सनैलिटी है ही है। तो पर्सनैलिटी में हमें अपना एम ऑब्जेक्ट, बाप की महिमा जितनी हम याद करेंगे उतना हम अपनी पर्सनैलिटी बना सकेंगे। जैसे समझो ऊंचे थे ऊंचा बाप, तो उसकी ऊंचाई क्या क्या है, कौन सी क्वालिफिकेशंस, कौन सी क्वालिटी। तो जब हम बाप की क्वालिटी को याद करेंगे तो वे क्वालिटीज फिर हमें अपने में भी जागृत करनी है, उन पर हमारा ध्यान रहेगा। चाहे बोलने में, चाहे देखने में, चाहे चलने में, हर प्रकार से जैसा बाप वैसे बच्चे।
हो सबसे बड़ी साहब की लाडली प्यारी साहब